Hello guys, I'm Sapphire Yagami here with the review for American Horror Story Coven, episode 11 titled Protect the Coven. We have two more episodes left of this season, and then we'll get into the next season, most, obviously in October, because usually when American Horror Story premieres in October. So I'm starting off with the year 1830, and then I'm going to the year, the modern, today, 2014. So in 1830, newly arrived in New Orleans from Paris, Delphine LaLaurie, who's played by Kathy Bates, is worried she will be bored and intellectually unfulfilled. She beheads a chicken for dinner and is entranced by the blood. She later finds a slave in the attic with a badly injured leg, spurting blood from his wound. She pretends to help, but instead renders him unconscious and ties him up. She thinks she's gonna like it here in New Orleans. So with this, we see how she became the person that she was. So she had a fascination with this blood, in which we also later learned that she was torturing animals as a child. And anytime a person has been torturing animals as a child, when they grow up they're gonna be a freaking psycho killer. that's just a trait, okay? We know they're gonna be a psycho killer. So in 2014, Fiona delivers a eulogy for Nan, who fell in the tub, which we know did not happen, which includes a mention of the new union with Marie Laveau. Queenie arrives with a leashed Delphine to Marie and Fiona's dismay. David reports to Hank's father, Harrison Renard, that Hank will be identified by NOPD as a homeless veteran with PTSD. Harrison wants a reprieve from the witches and calls to set up a meeting with Fiona. Delphine initially remuses on her childhood while ignored or scoffed by the other household members, except for Myrtle's gushing over her cooking. Marie threatens what she would do to Delphine in the future. A bleeding black gardener reminds Delphine about what she used to feed her soul, and she tortures him while he's bound and gagged. My thing is, okay, nobody noticed this black dude was missing, and this broad was missing too. Because she was up there for quite a long time. She's torturing the dude. That's gonna take some time. So nobody noticed this black gardener is missing, and this white woman who is known for torturing people, because that's like her history. We all know. Nobody knows these two people's missing. I'm just saying. Nobody put these two. Okay, Delphine LaLaurie, known for torturing her slaves, and this black gardener is missing. Anyway, Kyle watches as Zoe scries in a bathtub that Fiona and Marie together killed Nan. Madison enters and begins a fight about their menage a trois, and Myrtle intrudes, and Maxon puts them all on notice that there will be changes made and score settled when she becomes the new Supreme. The Axeman plays as Fiona dresses in his apartment. He suggests they go live at his family's farm after killing the new Supreme. She agrees, but asks him to do her one small favor. Spaulding Ghost appears to Delphine as she wraps the dead body of the gardener. He suggests that she can regain her sense of purpose by killing Marie and offers to help her if he will get him a special item. Cordelia tries to welcome Queenie back, but an angry Queenie will have none of it. She shows Cordelia the silver bullet with which Hank shot her before she killed him. She says she has gained new powers and may even be the new Supreme. So now we had Nan's powers growing, we had Madison's powers growing, and we have Queenie's powers growing. So far, the only person we haven't seen really power growing is sort of Zoe. So who is going to be the new Supreme? We do not know. In the greenhouse, Cordelia prepares a potion to restore the sight, but it fails. So then she pierces each eye with a pair of gardening shears. I'm like, ugh. I don't like anything that has to do with the eyes. It just creeps me out. Fiona searches for Cordelia and finds Myrtle, who tells her that Cordelia is now a hero. She says Cordelia sacrificed her eyes to regain the sight to protect the Coven. Myrtle dares Fiona to have Cordelia read and expose her. Fiona nearly does, but turns to go downstairs instead. Delphine gives Spaulding the item he wanted, a very expensive designer doll. He gives her a package of Benadryl, telling her to dissolve a few tablets in Maria's drink and not to say aloud the name of the very powerful potion. Now we all know Benadryl is not a potion, but Delphine DeLore doesn't know that. She doesn't know, so he's kind of like using her naivety. I think I said that right. Murder tells Zoe to escape with Kyle while she still can. She gives her a unique and expensive piece of jewelry to pawn for funds, but Zoe does not want to leave. Murder reminds her there are enemies everywhere and she must leave. Zoe considers it. The Delphi Trust men arrive for a meeting with Fiona and Marie. The men will make reparations to Marie and a 100-year truce in exchange for an end to the magical siege. Fiona counters with a demand for the dissolution of the Witch Hunters, a house, and a private jet, or that they all will die. The waiter reveals to be the Axeman and kills all of the men except Harrison, who says killing them will not end the war, and tells Fiona to go to hell. Fiona hacks his throat with the Axeman's axe. Don't you love it when two killers are in love with each other? Because he loves her more than Jazz, baby. After Fiona goes to meet the Axeman, Marie insults Delphi while drinking a Benadryl-laced cocktail. Delphi stabs her, but Marie pulls out the knife and tells Delphi she is a fool for trying to kill her with an antihistamine. Because Delphi didn't know. She thought it was some magical potion, but all it did was gonna make her drowsy if you take a bunch of those. So, as she chases Delphine, Spaulding steps out and hits her in the head with his doll, knocking her down the stairs. He tells Delphine she was the only one who could trick into helping him, and suggests that she bury Marie in a way that Marie can never escape, as Marie is immortal and cannot be killed. He goes back to play with Maria's stolen baby. Zoe wants Kyle to pack for the escape. He refuses at first, but she insists, and they catch a bus to Orlando. Now, the only reason Paul didn't want Marie out the way because he wanted to keep the Coven pure. So you can say that either way, as in terms of race or in terms of that she's a voodoo priestess and they're witches. You can take that way. So, and also, I love the fact that how Daphne Lalaurie is from, like the 18 whatever, and how her views on how she looks at everything. Obviously, she's from a time frame where black people were slaves. So with the president being black, and she could easily watch black people on TV, like Beyonce or BET and stuff. It's all like, oh my goodness, to her the world has gone to hell. And not only that, but she has to learn a lot. She has to learn some things. And obviously, even though that Queenie was trying to rehabilitate her, Marie Delphine is already set in her ways. Her views on black people is not going to change just because you had her head sitting there watching footage of the civil rights movement, watching Roots and Roots Next Generation. She's already set in her mindset. People like that, once they're set in their mindset, it's impossible to change them. They're going to be that way till they're to die. You can't change them. It's not going to change. She's not going to change no time soon. She's set in her ways. You can't change them. And also, what else I find interesting? I'm kind of curious to know who really is this freaking new Supreme. Because we had, obviously Nan is sort of out of the category. Is now out of the running. And we have Madison, who is pretty much just a bitch. Like, she's pretty much a mini Fiona of this century. She's a mini Fiona, and the Coven don't need another person like Fiona, because that's kind of how the Coven got into the mess it is in the first place. We don't need another Fiona. So it's either going to be Queenie or it's going to be Zoe or Misty, which we have no idea if she even got out of that coffin yet. I almost forgot about little Misty. So we have 2 more episodes left, and the last episode is going to be titled The 7 Wonders. So we'll finally get to see what these 7 wonders are, because I've been wanting to know, because they said they're bringing people back from dead was one of them. So I'm like, okay, that's Misty. So she might be it, because no other girl was able to do it. I mean, they showed Madison bring this dude back from dead, but I don't know if she actually brought him back from dead or she said some sort of spell, So anyway, that's American Horror Story Coven. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.